There is no moment when your metabolism suddenly resets. This idea is common, but it doesn't reflect how the body actually works. Metabolism is not a switch that turns off and on. It's a continuous system that responds to what you do repeatedly over time. So the real question is not how long it takes to reset metabolism. The real question is how long it takes for your body to respond to consistent changes. Many people reach a point where progress slows down. Weight becomes harder to manage, energy feels inconsistent, and results don't match the effort being applied. This often leads to the belief that metabolism is damaged or stuck. But in most cases, what's happening is adaptation. Your body is adjusting to the patterns you've been following. If calorie intake has been low for a long time, your body may reduce energy use to conserve resources. If daily movement has decreased, overall energy expenditure drops. If muscle mass has declined, your resting energy needs may be lower. These are not permanent conditions. They are responses. The problem is that people often expect a fast reversal. They look for a reset, something that quickly brings metabolism back to a previous state. But the body doesn't work that way. It changes gradually, and it recovers gradually. The timeline depends on what needs to be adjusted. For example, if someone has been eating very little for an extended period, increasing food intake may start to improve energy levels within days. But changes in how the body uses that energy can take longer. If muscle mass has been reduced, rebuilding it takes weeks or months of consistent resistance-based activity. If sleep has been inconsistent, improving sleep quality may have noticeable effects within a short time, but stabilizing those patterns requires consistency. So instead of a single timeline, there are multiple overlapping timelines, and they depend on different factors. One of the first things to improve is often energy and stability. When you begin eating more consistently, moving regularly, and sleeping better, your body may start to feel more stable within 1 to 2 weeks. Hunger signals become more predictable, and energy levels may feel less variable. But this is only the beginning. Changes in body composition, such as increasing muscle or reducing fat, take longer. These are structural changes, and they require sustained input. This is where patience becomes important, because the system is adjusting beneath the surface. Another key factor is consistency. Short periods of change followed by a return to previous habits don't give your body enough time to adapt in a meaningful way. The body responds to patterns, not isolated efforts. If your approach changes every few days, your system remains in a constant state of adjustment without stabilizing. That's why it can feel like nothing is working. In reality, nothing is being maintained long enough to produce a clear response. There's also the role of adaptive thermogenesis. When your body has been in a prolonged calorie deficit, it may reduce energy use in subtle ways. You may move less without noticing, feel less energetic, or experience changes in body temperature. Reversing these adaptations takes time. Not because your body is resisting change, but because it is prioritizing stability. As you gradually provide more energy and maintain consistent habits, your body begins to shift. But this shift is not immediate. It is progressive. Another aspect to consider is stress. If your system is under constant stress, whether from diet, lack of sleep, or lifestyle factors, your body may remain in a more conservative mode. Reducing stress doesn't create instant change, but it allows other systems to function more effectively. Over time, this contributes to improved energy use. So when people ask how long it takes to reset metabolism, the most accurate answer is, it depends on how long and how consistently you support the system. Some changes can begin within days. Most meaningful changes take weeks, and full adaptation can take months. This is not a limitation. It's a reflection of how the body maintains balance. Quick changes are often temporary. Gradual changes are more stable. This leads to an important shift in perspective. You don't need to reset your metabolism. You need to rebuild the conditions that allow it to function well. That includes consistent eating patterns, adequate protein intake, regular movement, resistance-based activity, quality sleep, and manageable stress levels. These are not quick solutions. They are structural inputs. And structure is what your metabolism responds to. The key insight is this: your metabolism is always adapting, it never stopped. If progress has slowed, it's not because the system is broken. It's because it has adjusted to your current patterns. When you change those patterns and maintain them, the system adjusts again. This is why the idea of a reset can be misleading. It suggests a single moment of change. But real change comes from repeated actions over time. In conclusion, there is no fixed timeline to reset metabolism because there is no reset point. There is only adaptation. Some improvements happen quickly, like energy and appetite regulation. Others take longer, like muscle development and long-term fat loss. What matters is consistency. When your habits align with how your body uses energy, your metabolism becomes more responsive. Not instantly, but reliably. If you found this explanation helpful, consider subscribing for more content that breaks down complex health topics into clear, practical ideas. In the description, you'll find a structured overview of the key factors that influence metabolism, so you can review them and start applying them in a consistent and realistic way.